Hello students, welcome to today's class, Chapter 2 Compound Interest, the second part of exercise 2C. Question number 6. Geeta borrowed rupees 15,000 for 18 months at a certain rate of interest compounded semi-annually. If at the end of 6 months it amounted to rupees 15,600, calculate the rate of interest per annum, the total amount of money that Geeta must pay at the end of 18 months in order to clear the account. So at the beginning of the year, Geeta invested rupees 15,000, and as it is compounded half yearly, the meaning of the word semi-annually is half yearly. At the end of first half year, the amount is equal to rupees 15,600. So let us calculate the difference between the amounts that leads to rupees 600. So 600 is the interest for the first half year. By considering rupees 600 as the interest for the first half year on the principal of amount rupees 15,000, calculate the rate of interest. Rate of interest will be equal to rate of interest will be 8%. As it is for the first half year, you need to consider the term as 1/2. The second sub-question says the total amount of money that Geeta must pay at the end of 18 months. So at the end of first year, the amount is rupees 15,600. Now at the end of for the second half year, consider this amount as the principal. So the amount at the end of the first year is the principal for the amount of the second year. So rate of interest is calculated, and it is said that it is compounded half yearly. So calculate what is the interest to be paid for the second half year and the amount to be payable at the end of the second half year. This leads to rupees 16,224. Consider this amount as the principal for the third half year. Apply the same rate of interest for the next half year and calculate what is the amount due that Geeta has to pay at the end of 18 months. So in this problem, amount of rupees 15,000 is the principal amount. So it is borrowed for 18 months. But at the end of the first half year, that is for first 6 months, the amount is increased to rupees 15,600. So by considering these two amounts, we need to find out the rate of interest. After calculating rate of interest, use the rate of interest what you have calculated in step 1 to know the interest for second year and amount for second year. Similarly, consider the amount of second half year as the amount of the third half year and calculate its compound interest and the amount to be paid at the end of 18 months, or it can also be called as third half year. Question number 7. Ramesh invests rupees 12,800 for 3 years at the rate of interest 10% per annum compound interest. Find the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year, the interest he earns for the second year, and the total amount due to him at the end of the third year. The question is very much direct. So amount invested is principal amount is 12,800. It is invested for 3 years. And the compound interest is compounded yearly, and the rate of interest is 10% per annum. So for the first year, consider the principal as rupees 12,800, rate is 10%, then interest will be equal to 1,280. So the sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year is 12,800 plus 1,280. Amount is equal to rupees 14,080. So sub question 1 is solved. So we need to find out what is the amount of interest he earns for the second year. So consider the amount at the end of the first year as the principal for the second year and calculate the interest. Interest is rupees 1,408 and the amount at the end of the second year is equal to rupees 15,488. And we need to know what is the total amount due to him at the end of the third year. So consider the amount at the end of the second year as the principal for the third year and find out the interest, and hence the amount will be equal to rupees 17,036.8. Question number 8. Rupees 8,000 is lent out at 7% compound interest for 2 years. At the end of first year, rupees 3,560 are returned. Calculate the interest paid for the second year, the total interest paid in 2 years, the total amount of money paid in 2 years to clear the debt. So beginning we know that 8,000 is lent out for 7% compound interest. So let us calculate what is the interest to be paid for 1 year and what is the total amount at the end of first year. So consider principal as 8,000, rate of interest as 7%. So interest is rupees 560 and the amount due at the end of the first year is rupees 8,560. As it is said in the question that rupees 3,560 is paid back at the end of first year. So the total amount due will be equal to rupees 5,000. Consider this rupees 5,000 as the principal for second year and find out the interest. That interest will be equal to rupees 350. So after calculating the interest for the second year, it is as that we need to find out the total amount of money paid in 2 years. So the first year the interest paid is rupees 560. Second year interest paid is rupees 350. So total interest paid in 2 years is equal to rupees 910. The total amount of money paid in 2 years, 8,000 was the amount he has lent, and the interest paid is rupees 910. So in total, he has paid rupees 8,910 to clear his debt. Question number 9. The cost of a machine depreciated by 4,000 during the first year and by rupees 3,600 during the second year. Calculate the rate of depreciation, the original cost of the machine, its cost at the end of the third year. It is very much clearly said in the question that the cost of a machine is depreciated by 4,000 for the first year. So at the end of the first year, 4,000 rupees has been reduced. We don't know what is the original cost of the machine. So, but at the end of the first year, the value of the machine is reduced by 4,000 and the value of the machine is reduced by rupees 3,600 at the end of the second year. It is nothing but like the interest, compound interest. So let us calculate the difference between the depreciated value of the first year and the second year. The depreciated value will be equal to rupees 400. So 400 is the depreciation value for the 1 year on rupees 4,000. Then rate of depreciation will be equal to 10%. So the sub question 1 is solved. As we don't know the original cost of the machine, let us proceed in the similar way. Consider the cost of the machine as rupees 100 and depreciation during the first year is 10%. So rupees 10 will be the depreciated value at the end of the first year. If rupees 10 is the depreciated value, my principal would be rupees 100. If rupees 4,000 is the depreciated value, what would be the principal? The principal would be equal to rupees 40,000. So hence the original cost of the machine is 40,000. Sub question 2 is solved. Sub question 3, we need to find out its cost at the end of the third year. Now we know the original cost of machine is 40,000. Depreciated value at the end of the first year is 4,000 and depreciated value at the end of the second year is 3,600. But to know the value of the cost of the machine at the end of the third year, we should obtain what is the depreciated value of the third year. So consider the original cost as 40,000, depreciation value of first year is 4,000, second year is 3,600. We need to find out the depreciation value of third year. So we need to find out what is the value of the machine at the end of the second year. So at the end of the second year, the value of the machine will be equal to 40,000 minus of 4,000 plus 3,600. So try to understand this point very much clearly, children. Original cost of the machine was 40,000. So at the end of the first year, what happened? Its value is decreased by 4,000. So 36,000 is the value of the machine at the end of first year. Again, at the end of the second year, its value is depreciated by 3,600. That means to say, totally the value of the machine is depreciated by 7,600. Hence, the value of the machine at the end of the second year is equal to rupees 32,400. So, that is the value of the machine at the end of the second year or at the beginning of the third year. On this value, find out the 10% of rupees 32,400. Hence, 3,240 is the depreciated value of the third year. Now calculate what is the total depreciation value for all the 3 years. 4,000, 3,600, 3,240. Its sum will be equal to rupees 10,840. The original cost of the machine was 40,000 and the depreciation value of all the 3 years is equal to rupees 10,840. Hence, the value or the cost of the machine at the end of the third year is equal to rupees 29,160. By this, we have completed the question number from 6 to 9. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.